EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And some room to maneuver. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
At the 11-yard line.
The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Johnson
gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20.
A gain of 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Vikings 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 1-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Vikings 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Play fake, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Cook following the penalty. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 41-yard line.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did. Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the gun, here's Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle made by Whitney.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Bailey got the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Makes it
early on. The running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
55.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm scared. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Cover. 43 is the mic. If you don't get this, boy, you think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this?
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do. Anyway.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Texans 28, Vikings 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
33, Dalvin Cook.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From midfield now on 2nd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got room. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost. They're less than 2 minutes to go in the game,
and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Texans 28, Vikings 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Play action now. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Kickoff for Houston.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run it again with Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard
that right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Is a turnover on down.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 50, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 43 is the mic, boy, 43.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. Here's Watson, option left. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. They're going to do it again.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
25, Duke Johnson.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here late, I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
2nd and 11.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.